Hey guys, it's Julie. I haven't really done an update in a while. I've not been as focused on my weight loss as I should have been. Things have been a little off track, and I've been actually a little bit upset about how my weight loss has been going, and not necessarily upset at the losses, but upset at how I've been. I got off track at the beginning of March. I had a big party and had people over at my house and brought some bad food into my house. And being the cheapskate I am, I couldn't just throw it out. I had to eat it. And I ate desserts, and what I did is I made like a taco bar. So I had this taco cheese and taco meat and beans and lots of desserts and just rubbish. And of course we had so many leftovers, and I had all this nacho cheese that we had to use up. And in my mind, I can't throw it out. So I ate this nachos with tortilla chips, and it was rubbish. So I shouldn't have done it, but once it was out of my house, it was like I still couldn't get back on track. And I didn't really have any more bad food in my house, but I would find myself eating too much of little things that I had, like trail mix. I would make trail mix. I had a little bit of chocolate chips, almonds, raisins, and craisins in it, and I would find myself eating that too often, or just eating a little too much of whatever I had that wasn't necessarily bad for me, but wasn't great. You know, macaroni and cheese that I'd make for my daughter, I would eat too much of it, and really found, hey, let's come here. Really found it difficult to keep on track. Ugh, I got my dog and my child here. But I'm slowly getting back on track, and you know, it kind of coupled with my doing bad, not losing, and then that kind of makes you feel a little worse, and you know, you wonder why you just can't get back on track. And you know, I was still exercising, and then I had 1 week where I didn't exercise hardly at all, and it was just bad. And then I went out of town, and I still exercised while I was out of town. I took my girls on a walk, and then it turns out we ended up going to a buffet. And of course I didn't do great at the buffet, but to my credit, I didn't do terrible. I only ate a little bit over full, so I guess I didn't do great. I should be honest. It was still terrible. It was a buffet. But I'm back on it, and actually Adrienne, Gonna Be So Hot, mentioned in the YouTube Facebook group that she was going to do a week of perfect. And so I decided I was going to try a week of perfect with her. And so I'm actually focusing on a week of being as perfect as I can be. And so what that entails, so I'm looking for my baby, I had her a toy, but, oh, here it is. What that entails is I'm going to try to get in about 2,000 to 2,300 calories a day, which seems like a ton, but I'm nursing my baby, and from what I've been reading, they said if you're eating 1,800 calories as a nursing mother, that equals about 1,300 as a non-nursing mother, and I don't really want to become malnourished, because how breast milk works is it kind of turns, basically your body makes sure that this breast milk is as nutritious as it can be for the baby, even if it has to take nutrients away from the mother. And so no matter what I eat, pretty much the baby's going to be nourished properly. So I don't want to have, you know, calcium leached from my bones and have my body get screwed up. So I'm going to aim for 2,000 to 2,300 max. But I'm going to try to be right at 2,000. Yesterday I was right around 2,150. And this is actually probably the first time I've really tracked everything I've eaten, and focused was last night. And so I'm really going to try to keep up on that. I'm going to exercise 4 times this week minimum. I did not get to exercise last night, but I definitely will today, and I'll make sure I get at least the 4 times, and at least 20 minutes. And I never do this to you as 20 minutes, hardly ever. I normally do 35 plus, so that's my goal. And then just trying to keep a positive attitude. That's what I'm going to try to stick with this week. And as an end to my little video, I wanted to show Sabrina, Lazy Lily Pad, my nail polish collection. So here it is. All right. Some of these are actually kind of old, but I love them. So these are my sparkles. And then I've got kind of light pink or nude-ish colors. Those are kind of my purples. Down here I've got kind of brownish. There I've got silver and blue. I've got kind of oranges and corals here, and reds. And then up here I've got my kind of hot pinks. I've got just kind of my base colored top coat and stuff right there. So that's it. I mean, it's not a huge collection, but it's a pretty good sized collection at the same time. And if you notice, my favorite brand is OPI. So there you have it. I hope everyone's doing awesome, and my baby wants to fuss. So talk to you. I know what you guys are thinking. Why is Julie posting a video from December today? But you would be wrong. It is in fact March 25th, and it is snowing outside. And look, it looks like it's going to stick. What gives? I'm ready for spring. I don't want any more snow. So I did my produce co-op, the Bountiful Baskets, and I'll go ahead and post the link in the underbar, but it's just bountifulbaskets.org. It's in limited areas, but I definitely think people should look into their areas to see if there's any kind of a produce co-op, because I'm able to get quite a bit of produce, and it's fairly inexpensive. So I'll show you guys what I got. I got a cantaloupe, this big old nice looking lettuce, 2 grapefruits, 4 mangoes, a whole bunch of apples, a whole bunch of little sweet potatoes, a bunch of bananas, asparagus, carrots, 3 tomatoes, 3 zucchinis, and some spinach. All that I got for $15. And then I bought these mangoes. There's 5 in there, and they're gigantic, and they look delicious. And they were like an additional $6. And so all of this for just over $20. And I'm thinking that's a pretty darn good deal. And I'm going to enjoy eating it all. This is actually the first week that I've gotten the stuff that I feel like I'll actually eat everything. The last time I participated, I got a whole coconut, which I have no clue what to do with. It's still here. I don't even know if it's good anymore. And then I also, the time before, I got pomelos, which I ended up not really liking. But so that's it. Look into food produce co-ops. That's hard to say.